It is a cosmic energy update. Hello, dear friends and community. This is Katerina, and I just want to let you know that this month is going to be just filled with cosmic potentials and possibilities and energies. And I am excited to see what the cosmos has in store for us because we have a lot going on. And one of the things that I want to let you know, we have eclipse season. And the first time I've learned about the eclipse was, oh my goodness, 2018 or 19. I've learned about them through working with astrologer. And to me, astrology is an incredible metaphysical science. When you understand the cosmic weather, you can align yourself to these cosmic portals that open, that give you this opportunity to align to your destiny. So think about eclipse equals your destiny. It helps you propel towards your true destiny. So this eclipse season starts this Sunday, which is September 7th in the morning, and it starts with the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So the full moon, imagine if it's a eclipse, it's like 5, 10 full moons in one event. It's a very powerful, luminous experience where you can connect to kind of a much bigger clarity, who you are, your life, what wants to unfold through you, right? And also, the full moon gives us an opportunity to release. It is such an old tradition. It's the way of the nature to give us an opportunity to release what doesn't serve us. So I love honoring the full moon, especially when it comes as an eclipse, right? And then we're going to go and finish our eclipse season on September 21st, which is a partial solar eclipse. And I wanted to highlight because this is a very potent, is it going to be 2 weeks process, a 2.5 week process? Very powerful. If you stay in the energy of possibilities, if you take the time to envision, to use your time to really connect to asking yourself, am I living my true destiny? Am I living in full alignment? And if you're willing to do this energetic work to release anything that gets in the way from your highest destiny, you will welcome amazing things into your reality. I can share with you from my experience, everything I teach and I do is I put myself like a guinea pig through through these experiments. And the first time I start paying attention to eclipses, I decided not to miss eclipse season because it can be, it's almost like the universe gives you this push forward, right? Like it gives you this cosmic power, the wind behind your sails, and says, go towards your true destiny, right? So I was always intending things on eclipses, intending to release the limiting beliefs, the patterns, the fears, the insecurities, and align. And every eclipse, I would align myself to my highest destiny. And, I always think that life is a really beautiful adventure. You get to look forward, right? And live your life by looking forward, but to truly understand the choices that you make and the decisions that you make and where they're going to lead you. For that, you need to look back into your experience and say, you know what? That full moon, that new moon, that eclipse, that solstice, I actually stepped into a ritual and I did something to honor that portal. I can share with you that this last eclipse, exactly last year, I was in Peru with my group of pilgrims, and we were all in the Andes, and we were right there on the eclipse, and we were setting our intentions. So many people in my group brought big things that they were working through. They were making big life decisions, right? And I remember telling them, record everything, because 6 months from now, you will be able to see the fruits of what you've planted here in the Andes. So I became very intentional, paying attention to eclipses, because every eclipse, it's like 5 times more powerful. I would even dare to say 10 times more powerful than a monthly full moon or a monthly new moon. This is rooted in the nature spirituality. We can call it pagan tradition or shamanic tradition that orients towards these different nature portals that opens up. So think about your destiny. Think about, the direction that you are moving forward in life. And I think about destiny as a track, like a life track. And here we have a fate, unconscious fate, and here we have conscious destiny. And conscious destiny is when we see ourselves as a co-creators with the cosmos. The entire universe wants to co-create with us, right? It's waiting for us, what choices we're going to make, what decisions we're going to make. And unconscious fate is when we find ourselves in robotic actions, right? When we go through the motions, where we just fight against our circumstance, where we only see our life through the lenses of our current circumstances. So eclipse season is a great opportunity to reboot your life, energetically speaking. It's a great opportunity to slow down and to look back at your journey this year, to look back at it from a new perspective, maybe from a new tenderness, a new receptivity, or new faith, or new courageous opening, right? And so much we can align to through that field of possibility. I find that we human beings underestimate the power of energy by choosing the possibility of a new experience, of a new way of being, of a new way of creating, right? And a new version of us. I currently lead a modern mystery school that is deeply rooted in ancient Egyptian initiation tradition. And one thing that ancient Egyptians were known for is their very different view of incarnation. They did not call themselves human beings. They called themselves human becomings. Every day they would consider as the day one of their incarnation. They would wake up, they would greet the gods, the Neturus, as they call them there in their language, the principles of nature. They would wake up, and this is a posture of power and posture of respect of the divine. And they would say, "Thank you for the beginning of my life. Today is day one of my incarnation. I am a soul yearning for greatness. I am a soul. I am becoming somebody new." It's one of the most incredible attitudes that we can take to our own life. So much of our energy is lost in the past, where we're trying to hold on to the past identity, past version of ourselves. But that is the past. Every day is a new canvas. Imagine adopting that attitude. Today is day one of my incarnation. What happened yesterday is history. Today is day one of my incarnation. I am becoming somebody new. Now imagine when you are in eclipse season, you have amplification of your intention through cosmic energy, right? is huge. All the planets are moving around, circling and beaming their energy for you to lift you up to your next energetic level, to your next frequency. Beside that, these cosmic events give us an opportunity to connect to our mystical nature, to lift up our minds to a much bigger story that we are part of, that our individual lives play a crucial role in the progression of the story of humanity, right? That we each have a role to play in this great myth of unfolding of the human story. So these cosmic events help us to remember that the role that we play in the world, in reality, in the impact that we make with our vibration. So this is why it's so important that I couldn't resist making a live stream dedicated to the eclipse season. Every single time I ritualized it, meaning I gathered in a ceremony, I made offerings, I invoked spoken prayers and intentions, I gathered together with other people. It's been a turning point, right? It's like you're orchestrating this, you're co-creating this acceleration of your life towards your true destiny. And there's also a time that if you're truly willing to see the things that hold you from living in true alignment, if you're willing to see those, this eclipse season will give you the opportunity to see them, right? If you're holding on to the old reality that no longer satisfies, that no longer has meaning, that is no longer sustainable, if you're holding on to that, this eclipse season gives you an opportunity to release. And release is not just an intellectual thing. A release is energetic decision. It took me quite a while to find the way to articulate this, because sometimes we just say, I release, I let go. I release, I let go. But it just remains here intellectually. When you drop into your heart and with your full intention, you welcome the things that no longer resonate to fall away. It's an energetic decision that creates true momentum towards your divine destiny. And what is divine destiny? Every single person has one. Not everybody will choose it because it is an adventure, right? It is a journey. It is the path least traveled, but it is a path that will bring the most amount of aliveness from you. You will be more alive. You will feel more engaged with life. You will walk towards your true destiny, divine destiny. Everybody has one, but not everybody is living it. And you can choose to align to your true path, the path that is filled with joy and connection and meaning, by beginning to step into these ritual experiences and choosing to say yes to your higher destiny to unfold. I wanted to let everyone know it's a very powerful cosmic doorway that is opening, and I am saying yes to all the incredible possibilities and miracles and wonders and magic that is unfolding. I am willing to be surprised by the cosmos. I'm willing to release things that no longer serve me. And so much so that I just spontaneously this morning decided to lead an eclipse full moon ceremony this Sunday during the time of eclipse. Now, if you have been connecting with my work for many, many years, maybe you remember I used to do those consistently. It's been months since my last full moon ceremony, probably a year ago I did it. But it's a beautiful virtual temple, virtual energetic temple that will gather, where you will have an opportunity to connect to a deeper, deeper part of who you are, and ritualize this portal and set intentions in the group format. I'm going to drop the link for that experience underneath this live stream. And if you want to be a part of this experience, please join. And I wanted to create it right during the eclipse. So we activate this new trajectory. Remember, energetic decision happens first, and then your external reality mirrors your energetic decision. So if you want to align to your divine destiny, September is an epic month. I feel like energetically September, October will be two of the biggest months of this year, where we will have a lot of doors opening for us. And if you're present in your body, connected to your heart, it could be a really fruitful time in so many ways for you. So I invite you to join me for the upcoming ceremony. I'm just announcing it here, and then I'm going to send an email to my community. And if you're not a part of my email community, I'm going to drop a link underneath this live stream as well. So you don't miss the things that I offer, and gathering community together. So thank you so much for joining me, whether you're going to watch this live or the replay. I am grateful to share with you that it's a very special portal that is opening. It would be wise to really use the power and the support of the universe. Have a beautiful rest of your day.